What is up, party people? We are underneath my 2004 Itasca Suncruiser, and the job we're about to tackle is replacing the fuel filter. So my coach has got right around 90,000 miles on it, and 2004. Pretty sure the fuel filter has never been replaced because it's the same factory looking back when the fuel filter was one piece. So nowadays you have to order the adapter for it because it has kind of a like a T right here. So this is all one piece. So I ordered the kit. Took a while to get it. It was on back order. It looks like somebody has attempted it before and probably failed once they got in there and realized that didn't come off. So that's what we're going to do today. And while you're down here, another good thing to do, anytime you get up underneath your coach, take a look at brakes, rotors. And that's how I was able to find some cracks in my rotors and had them replaced. Just kind of do general, observation of what's going on. If anything looks funny, you got some leaks, check out your shocks, see if there's any leaks there, bushings, all that stuff. So every time these tight and uncomfortable and not so fun places, make good use of it. So we're gonna get into it. Here we go. All right, ain't like any other time I get here and turn wrenches. I'm gonna be busting stuff loose. I had some of my PB blasters, what I call it, PB buster. Just put a little bit of that on there. This fuel line is going to be kind of rough. I have a plethora of tools. I don't know what I'm going to get into. Got a couple wrenches, got a crescent wrench, some, these things right here are pretty much destroyers, so I don't want to have to use that, and a smaller crescent wrench. I'm glad I brought that because I'm going to tighten down those that are backed off. This right here is the new filter that I ordered with the adapter. I'm supposed to torque this down to 20 foot-pounds, so I will do that with my forearm torque wrench. So we're going to put that on, and we shall see how this goes. All right, so I got the lines loose. And just like any kind of wrenching, be careful when you get on these, and don't apply constant pressure. That's how things break. Put a little bit of, like I'm using this little crescent wrench. I could have used a regular box end. But I get on the fitting or the bolt or the nut, and if I'm pulling constant pressure, that's when your stuff will snap. So I just, whenever I feel some resistance, I'll take my hand and, I'm holding the camera in one hand, but I'll smack the back of my hand with my fist just to kind of apply like a torque wrench. Just kind of shock it, smacking it like that, or I'll apply a little bit of pressure to the wrench and take another wrench and tap the handle here. So that's how a torque wrench works. It's just pop, 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 pop. So it's kind of like anti-lock brakes. So a constant pressure is what we don't want because that's what breaks and bends stuff. So just some pressure. You might get some squirting, some fluid flying out, because this may be under pressure, especially if you've driven it recently. So just be mindful of that. Maybe wear some eye protection so you don't get gas in your eyes, unless you like that kind of thing. All right, I'm going to get this thing off, and we'll go from there. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take this off so I can bust that line loose, allow some flex. You know, one thing that wisdom has taught me over time, don't get in a hurry. You know, my son just asked me, Dad, how long are you going to be doing that? How long are you going to be working on the RV? So, well, in theory, hopefully, 20 minutes. But in reality, could be a couple hours. And one never knows what they're going to get into. So take your time. Don't try to shortcut anything. And bust loose everything that you need to so you can get to it and perform the job. All right, so what it's going to look like after you get it out. I'm a big advocate of clean as you go. So I got my fancy schmancy shop towel, old t-shirt, wipe down my workspace, and just keep that clean. And again, look for anything that's unusual looking. Here's the old fuel filter. Usually what I like to do, just for kicks and grins, I will take it, and so that's the direction of flow. So I'll put my lips on that end and inflate the filter. So yeah, basically I'm blowing through just to see how much resistance there is, so then I feel good about myself for buying a new fuel filter. Fuel doesn't look rusty, doesn't look bad, looks pretty good. But yeah, I'll give the old blow test when I'm done. All right, so now to put the new one on. First thing I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and take the bracket and put it. Holy mackerel, I don't like spiders. That freak me out. Get out of here, spider. I'll get that bracket, go ahead and get it on there so I'm not fighting with trying to get it around and getting the cart in front of the horse, getting all the lines hooked up, and then like, oh crap, forgot to put the bracket on. So put that on first. I know the direction of flow. Make sure you're looking at your filter. Tells me right there, flow. So I know that I've got that on the right way. I'm going to just set that sucker up here and start putting it all back together. Hooking up the lines. This line back here I did not disconnect. This one I did, just to give me some room to play with. And then that one up here, obviously I unhooked it. So we'll get her back on and go prime it and fire it up. All right, I got all my lines hooked back up. They're just finger tight. Be real careful not to cross thread these. Strip them out. Don't over tighten them. That's a bad thing to do. One thing I didn't mention, some people may be like, sweet dude, I've changed a lot of fuel filters, man. I just don't understand. What's the whole point of having two lines coming from the fuel tank? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Well, you're in luck. This fuel line here, the green one, that goes to the generator. Yeah, that's how that works. So it comes off fuel tank in here, single line into the fuel filter, out the fuel filter. One goes up to the Jenny, and one goes up to the engine for the coach. So that is how that works. All right. Got her all tightened down, everything all ready, put back together, ready to fire this thing up. So let me mention one thing, the most important thing of all things. If wisdom has taught me anything, is to do what it's to not do what I did. I tighten that down, I tighten that down, and I tighten that little guy down. Why do I say that? Because when you fire this thing up, I have actually had a fuel filter with a leak in it around one of the seams. It's a manufacturer's flaw. So you spend all this time tightening everything down, ready to go. You fire it up, do a leak check, and you got a leak. Now, if it leaks around some of these couplings, sometimes a simple, just a little bit more oomph, stop it. And that's a good day. Lucky person. Sometimes it doesn't work, and you got to pull it all back off. So don't be quick to throw that away and destroy it or do whatever, because you may have to put it back on. So yeah, we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope and pray that it's leak free and everything works. All right, let's fire it up. All right, we're going to check it right quick, see how the flow feels, how much resistance we get. some resistance. I mean, I was blowing hard, so that is not good. Good thing we replaced it. All right, let's fire it up. So I just dumped it out the other way. All sorts of nastiness came out. I don't know if I get any more of it. Brown nastiness. So yeah, that's an indicator that it needs to be changed. All right, so when you replace the fuel filter and you go to fire this thing up, it ain't gonna fire. You got to prime that fuel pump. It is fuel injected, so I don't have to give it gas. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the key forward, not try to start it, but to the accessory, forward, off, forward, off. I'm going to do it 3 times, and then that 4th one, I'll fire it up. 1, let that fuel pump prime, off. 2, off. 3, off, and last time, fire it up. It may miss a minute once that air gets worked through. And I'm gonna let it run, and I'm gonna go check for leaks. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Ugh. Yeah. All right, back up underneath here. I don't have my glasses on. Forgot to put them on. It's good. Looks good. Looks good. All right, we verify. No leaks. I like it. Great success. And where's the bore rod? All right, so we're good. That completes the job. And yeah, not a hard job to do. So if you want to pay somebody to do it for you, shine on you, crazy diamond. But it's not a hard job. I just showed you how to do it, and that could save you some cash. And I'm all about do it yourself, do what you can. If you don't know how to do it, get on YouTube and figure it out. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope that helped. All right, later. Oh, not easy.